Welcome back. Today we're going to dye up some Pima cotton, some DK Pima cotton. And if you've been following along, you understand that there's a lot of prep work into dyeing cotton, and it takes a lot longer of a process than dyeing wool. So I wanted to show you, before I show you a few shots that I did in this little montage. This is the water after I washed 5 skeins in Dawn dish soap and had it on the stove. And then this is the water after, again, 5 skeins soda ash soak. So let's get started. All right, already after all the scouring and washing of the cotton, I'm all set. I've got my glasses, coffee, gloves, dye, and my rags. I've moved everything out of the way, covered my table as usual for precautions, and stuff on the drying rack. But over there on my desk, because I moved everything out of the way, is my very detailed notes and photos of previous colorways that I did dye in cotton. So that way here I can recreate something. So let's get this rig overhead and recreate a colorway. Now remember, when you're dyeing anything, it has to be wet, whether it's wool or cotton. This just went through the scouring process. And we're going to recreate a colorway. So I can visually see my laptop from where I'm standing here. I know how much dye I put in per bottle. So this is how I recreate something and recreate it as accurately as possible. So I'm recreating Northern Lights. Northern Lights was one of last year's spring colors that I did. It was in fingering. This year it's going to be in DK. And it will work up a little differently because it's in DK. And you're going to use a bigger needle for knitting or crocheting with DK. So that being said, we're recreating the colorway, but yet it's going to work up differently. So in Northern Lights, I had 4 sections of raspberry. Again, I'm only eyeballing it because this is not going to be an accurate representation of the fingering weight. But again, most of my colorways are so simple, but yet create in-between colors, and that's how I can keep them consistent in recreating them. Is that cheating? No, it's just being smart. So now I have all 4 sections of my raspberry. And I don't want that one yet. I got the wrong bottle. Sometimes that happens. Now this is where the fun comes in. All this colorway was, and I'm giving this away that if anyone wants to recreate it, and of course it'll look differently using the same colors on wool as well. So as you can tell, I have a bright blue going on here. And again, cotton takes a lot more dye than wool does. And now here's the fun part. All I did was take a green and scribble it over. My table's making funny noises, but what I did with this colorway is just play with it and moved all the colors together. So the blue and green will make a blue-green. Some of it will be more green than blue. Some of it will be more blue than green. And I got a little into the raspberry color, so that way here it darkens it into almost a darker purple. And just let the colors bleed, and wherever I needed extra, I add extra. As with cotton, like I said before, it has to sit to create that intensity, whereas wool will suck it up immediately. These are cold water dyes again, just to refresh your memory if you're new to the channel and you want to see how this was dyed up. I appreciate you guys being here. And of course, that coffee mug was another Mother's Day gift this year. So I'm so glad that I have the support that people think I am awesome, especially my family. And that's about it. I'm just going to smash this in, make sure that I have enough coverage underneath and in between to make me happy. Like I said, this will sit. I'll cover it up, roll it up, check on it, keep it wet, spray it down, mist it. So this table will be set up in here for quite a few days. I think I'm going to go and mix up some more bright blue. And I'll be back.
A few moments later.
And I'm back with a little more blue. Just want to get it enough without going overboard, so that way here I'm not leaking all over the floor here, but getting ample enough coverage and intensity of the colors. I think that was at just a half a bottle there. And that's how Northern Lights was dyed up in fingering. And like I said, now I'm just going to cover this, move it out of my way, and get ready for the next one. All right, I showed you one that I recreated, Northern Lights, that's on the right. Everyone loves a good rainbow. And I did a few others just for giggles, and we'll see how it turns out. And I'm doing an experiment, so I really can't give you a close-up of one of them. So there you have it. They're all dyed up. They're on the table. They'll be sitting there for a few days. And I'll probably video the importance of the washing process after, and to show you a little bit of how much dye is actually going down the drain. And it's completely a different animal. Oh, it's a plant, but as the saying goes, it's completely different than wool. So I hope you enjoyed this, got something out of it, and I'll see you in the next one. Please like, subscribe as always. Peace.